Since the collapse in Afghanistan, Hamza bin Laden, who we thought was killed, the son of Osama bin Laden, is back in charge. The bin Laden brand is running Al-Qaeda again. While our government says he's dead, and while our government says Al-Qaeda is decimated, right? They're stronger than ever. They've infiltrated roughly 1,000 operatives into the United States and 1,000 operatives into Western Europe. And they are poised to strike. And they're going to strike very differently than what you saw on 9/11. It's going to look much more like October 7. In fact, many of the October 7 attackers, we know through reporting, actually trained in the very bases we were on in Afghanistan. Many of the fighters who flooded in to Syria trained in they're all under the umbrella now of what they call the Islamic Army. Even Iran has moved beyond the Shia-Sunni differences and is participating in this. And meanwhile, we are completely asleep at the switch. And the last thing I'll say is I've been talking recently to Israelis who experienced October 7, because I think it's the best representation of what we're in for. And the one thing that they say towards the end, unsolicited every time, is they're like, Scott, you're trying to get a perspective on what you all are going to deal with at a community level. And I get that. But here's the thing I can't get my head around is we had a border. That border was heavily fortified. It was heavily watched. Our communities on the frontier are combat veterans. We have quick reaction forces. They caught us asleep and they decimated us. They had a limited time to get across the border and back. You all have had your border open for 4 years. Among you, I believe your casualties will be 10x what we experienced.